There's a few things that England is very good at: football and war. And we like to talk about war and history. And the Imperial War Museum is absolutely iconic here in London. And I remember taking a picture right here with my classmates when I was literally like 10 years old. So I'm so excited to see the museum again. Let's go inside. So entrance is free and they have complimentary lockers, which is very, very convenient. You just need £1. You put £1 in, lock it up, and then when you unlock it, you get your £1 back. Of course, I'm not going to tell you about everything because there's so much stuff. This is so sad. Savings kept in piggy banks like this would be given by children to help end the war and bring the fathers home. Crazy. Piggy bank money. One of the things I love the most is there's so many pictures and videos from the war. Like a few hundred years ago, we have nothing. But the fact that we have literal real pictures and real videos is absolutely unbelievable. And when you watch the videos, you can just, the men, like they're real people and they actually live through the war. And it's just crazy that we see them on video, like fighting a war. I think this generation is so lucky that we're not going to be called to war because those guys had no choice, they had to go. But just unbelievable to see them in real life in a video. For example, like you look at a picture like this, like let's say this guy, like what was his life like? Did he make it through the war? What about this guy? Like, does he have a family? Did he grow old or did he die in the war? Like, we have no idea. But these were real people. Amazing. This is just amazing. That was just the first floor. We're going upstairs now. There's so many school trips here. That was me when I was at school. Of course, there's so many factors to the war. The sky, the sea, and of course the land as well. But it's funny because the first Imperial War Museum, it was created in 1917 during the First World War. So they had no idea there was going to be another war. So if you didn't know, the First World War was from 1914 to 1918. The Second World War, 1939 to 1945. Just impossible to imagine. A guy was sitting right there, right in this exact spot in this aeroplane. It's unbelievable. I'm not going to talk about the history too much, but do you guys know about the Falkland Islands? So this is where it is. So of course this is South America. Here's Argentina, and then here is the Falkland Islands. This is a British island. It belongs to the UK. It's crazy. History behind it's really interesting. So they actually didn't know this. So at the end of the war, the men leaving the services, they were given a set of civilian clothes so they can, I guess, get back to a normal life. There is a gallery here all about the Holocaust, and it says there's no filming allowed, so I want to respect that. And it says not recommended for under 14-year-olds. Extremely powerful stuff. I just took a look inside there, so if you want to learn about that, then there's a whole section about it. Tell you something else you probably didn't know. Christmas Day 1914, there was a ceasefire and British and German troops played football together. They exchanged gifts and showed each other photographs of their family and stuff, and they played football on the battlefield. There was 2 days of ceasefire where I guess everybody was friendly with each other, and then they just went back to war. There's a whole section here on the psychology of going through the war. And my granddad, he was born in 1934, so he grew up during the Second World War, and he has so many stories that he was evacuated and all that kinds of stuff. And he says that today's generation, they would not survive the war if they were called up, because they are too soft. And he always tells me that the kids that he went to school with, their houses were bombed and they still made it to school the next day. It's amazing. The last section right here at the top is the Lord Ashcroft Gallery. No filming allowed in there, so I'm not going to, but it's all about medals. And it's just fascinating because they show a picture of a man and then they say he won 10 medals doing this, whatever. And they're real people. Like, they actually did that stuff, and it's just unbelievable what people have been through in their life. And it's just amazing. It's just totally unbelievable. Like this generation, we cannot even imagine what life was like, getting called up and like having to do all that stuff and having no choice. This generation is probably, what's the right word? Privileged? Or I don't even know what the right word is, but today's generation, they just simply would not survive back then, just because we're soft today. We are so soft. We complain about the smallest things. Like, these guys had no choice and they went through hell. Like, the only thing I can say is war is hell. Like, I love learning about this stuff. Like, it's amazing. And the fact that it was real life is just, you can't imagine. That was the Imperial War Museum. That was so great. Highly recommend visiting when you visit London. We're about a 20-minute walk away from Big Ben, so it's not too far away. And it's completely free. London is so expensive, but there's many things that you can do for free, and this is one of them, so definitely plan a visit here. British kids, we always learn about war when we're at school. And that's why there's so many school trips here right now. But I can't complain because that was me years and years ago. Anyway, a lot more things to see. Let's go and see London. By the way, the weather today is absolutely beautiful. If you have not been keeping up with the videos, this is the third day in a row that I'm filming from the greatest city in the world, here in London. So I've been staying in different hotels, and what I've been doing is exploring the area around the hotel. So this week we're going to be staying in 5 different hotels. We're going to be exploring 5 different areas of London, because the areas are so different. Like, London is not just London. One of the biggest factors is which area of London you are in, because they are all extremely different. I can show you exactly what I mean. So a few days ago I showed you the most expensive road to live in London. Like, some of those houses were going for like 50 million, like 60 million. And then you have areas of London like this where they're just flats. So the funny thing is, these will still be very, very expensive as well. A few £100,000 if you want to buy them. A lot of these are council, so people live in council flats here, but extremely different from the area that we looked at a few days ago. Don't know if you can see that, but the top of the London Eye is right there. And tonight our hotel is in Kensington, one of the most expensive places in London. It's right next to Chelsea, which is also very, very expensive. Right now I'm on my way to Westminster. That's where Big Ben is, the London Eye, Houses of Parliament, Westminster Abbey, and then of course Buckingham Palace is not too far away as well. That means that there's not really a cheap area of London. Even if you go to the outskirts, it's still going to be expensive for hotels and to eat out and stuff like that. Safety definitely changes in different areas of London. Like, if you go to the rich areas, of course they're going to be the safest. Does anyone else think this looks like a guy that's trying to hold up an umbrella? So much construction. We're crossing over Lambeth Bridge, and look at this view. We can see Houses of Parliament and Big Ben. Actually, technically we cannot see Big Ben, because Big Ben is the bell inside Elizabeth Tower. So the tower that you see, that is Elizabeth Tower. We can see the London Eye over there. Originally it was called the Millennium Wheel because it opened to the public in 2000. This is actually a pretty unique view of the Houses of Parliament at Big Ben, because most people are over there on Westminster Bridge. Not many people get to see it from the west side. London's just amazing because you pass so many old buildings. No idea what goes on in there. So just passing this building, you must be over the age of 18 to enter. No idea what it is. I don't know. Some of these buildings are hundreds and hundreds of years old and they're still used for something. This is a very nice road. I like the balconies on these houses. Very nice, very expensive. We are going to try and go inside there. This place is absolutely massive. It's huge. So this is Westminster Cathedral. I think we can go inside. I hope we can. That was amazing. That place is huge. I think this is a great alternative to Westminster Abbey. So Westminster Abbey is literally half a mile down that way. And you need to pay, the last time I checked, to get inside Westminster Abbey. It costs £30. It's free to get in there. It's really close to it. And this is only about 100 years old. Westminster Abbey is over 1,000 years old. So it's not the same thing, but it's a good alternative, I think. And don't you worry, there is a McDonald's right next to the cathedral. Don't worry. This is Victoria Street, very, very, very busy. If you go down there, you get to Westminster Abbey and Big Ben. I wonder what's down at Buckingham Gate. Let's take a look. Welcome to one of the most famous buildings in the whole world, Buckingham Palace. If you remember, I came here last time. The construction is still here, but there are so many people here taking pictures of the King's house. Let's take a closer look. This place is huge. Like, unless you visit it, you have no idea how big it is, but it's very impressive. You can actually go inside. During the summer, they open some rooms for the public to go inside, but it really makes you wonder the state of the world when there's people out here sleeping on the streets. And this place has like 700 rooms. Like, I can see a few of the windows have the lights on. I can see big chandeliers. 700 rooms, and there's people sleeping on the streets out here. It's craziness. Not sure if you can see it, but the Union Jack flag is flying right now. That means that the king is not here right now. So someone asked me, does the king live here full time? No, he doesn't. He has maybe 4 or 5 residences, of course, palaces around the UK. So I guess he chooses which one he sleeps at, but he's not here right now. He has options. There's a lot of people here right now, but recently I came here very early in the morning and there was nobody here. There was like 10 people, so go back and watch that video if you want to see Buckingham Palace with no people. Like, look at it. It's simply impossible to imagine living there. Impossible. Just across the street is Green Park. We are going to walk through Green Park. If you're wondering about changing of the guard, Monday, Wednesday, Friday and Sundays at 11 a.m. at Buckingham Palace, that's when you can see the changing of the guard. Welcome to Green Park. It's absolutely beautiful in the autumn. So this street is Piccadilly, extremely busy. This is the Ritz. I'm definitely not staying at the Ritz tonight. I wish I was. The rate for a one room here is around £1,000 per night. We have found our next destination. This is Hatchards. This is the oldest bookstore in the UK. 1797. Let's take a look. Wow, that was amazing. Over 200-year bookstore. So everywhere I go today, I'll put it in the description so you can go there too, but definitely check out Hatchards on Piccadilly. Welcome to Burlington Arcade. This place is amazing. So of course it's just a shopping street, but 007 was filmed here. Die Another Day. These stores are just so expensive. These shoes are £850. This watch is $6,400. This one is $7,700. Wow. This one is $12,000. This one is £62,000. That place was crazy. I have no idea who's buying that kind of stuff. All of the stores in this area are just so expensive. It's unbelievable. So this area, we're really close to Mayfair, which if you play the game Monopoly, the board game, Mayfair on the UK version of Monopoly is the most expensive one. We have made it to Oxford Street. There's so many people everywhere. So this is the main shopping street in London. And when you see those videos of like Christmas lights in London, it's usually Oxford Street. And they have the Christmas lights ready. I can't believe it. It's not even November yet. Welcome to church. This is Mercato Mayfair, and it's a food court inside a church. I'll put the address in the description if you want to get lunch in a church, but just like many things in London, it is a massive rip-off. It's a tourist trap. Let's keep walking. I have no idea how many miles I've walked today, but let's go to Hyde Park. These houses here are very, very, very expensive. Usually when you see houses like this, they have a few more than 2 stories. Expensive. I say this in every single London video, but this is the postcode. It's like a zip code for Americans. So W means west. We're in the west part of London. So this is Green Street. And one of my favorite streets in London is Little Green Street. Look it up. Welcome to another famous landmark in London. This is Marble Arch. Unfortunately, it's under construction. This has been under construction for so long. Like we're talking like a few years. And this was actually one of the original entrances to Buckingham Palace, which is pretty unbelievable because Marble Arch is here, Oxford Street is just there, but Buckingham Palace is like a few miles away over there. And it just shows you how much land belonged to Buckingham Palace, because all of this used to be part of Buckingham Palace, I guess, gardens, because this was one of the entrances. Over here is Marble Arch Underground Station, and we're going to enter Hyde Park right there. Do you like arguing and debating with people? Welcome to Speaker's Corner. I'm in the northeast corner of Hyde Park, and this is very, very famous. It's known as Speaker's Corner, and since the 19th century, people have gathered here to debate and talk about stuff. Anything really, usually politics, but anybody's welcome to come here and voice their opinions about stuff. Some very, very famous people have gathered here to do some speeches, but people still gather here to talk about stuff. I still think that's amazing because free speech is a big part of British culture, and now they have a place to come and talk about stuff. I keep saying stuff because it's literally anything. You come here and, you know, someone would debate you about stuff. But yeah, Speaker's Corner. I have already walked so far today, but I need to walk another hour because it's time to go to my hotel. So I've been staying in different hotels this week, just reviewing them and giving you some options the next time you visit London. And today we are staying in Kensington, which is over there. So I need to walk 1 hour through Hyde Park to Kensington. Luckily the weather is absolutely beautiful and Hyde Park is beautiful. So I mentioned before that Hyde Park is kind of like London's version of Central Park, but Central Park is over twice the size of Hyde Park, but it's still very, very nice. A lot of concerts come here. Like I remember Bruce Springsteen has played here. Like there's a lot of concerts that come and set up here because it's huge. But let's take a walk. See, I'm not joking. I need to walk 58 minutes, 2.5 miles. I am almost there. I've been walking for so long, but if you watch my previous videos, I talked about these things. Cabman's Shelter, very, very interesting history. Go and watch the previous videos to see the Cabman's Shelter. We have arrived at our hotel for the night. We stand at the Hilton, London, Olympia. Let's go and check in. The 6th floor, we're looking for 633. Here we go. Before I show you the room, I want to tell you about Room Cougar. I have partnered with Room Cougar to show you so many hotel rooms around London. Room Cougar is a great resource to show you a personal view of the hotel room before you book it, so there's no surprises. All you have to do is search for the city you are traveling to and select the hotel that you are considering booking, and you can see a personal look at the hotel room. Click the link in the description to see my review of this hotel room. If you watch a lot of my travel videos, you know that I don't usually get to stay at nice hotels. I never ever get to stay at a Hilton, so I'm so excited. Thank you so much for watching my videos, because it gives me opportunities to work with people like Room Cougar and gives me a chance to stay in places like this, because I usually don't get to stay in nice places like this. So I appreciate it so much. Let me show you the room. All right, so this room is a great size. So as soon as you walk in, there is a huge bed, extremely comfortable. We have outlets and a lamp on both sides of the bed, which is amazing. We have the mini fridge down here. Your tea station, coffee and tea is right here. We have a huge desk here. This is very, very long. And we also have another table over here, I guess, for you to enjoy your meals. And then we get a view of Kensington. Right there is Kensington High Street. Very, very nice. We have a full-length mirror right here. Like I said, lamps on both sides of the bed, which is very, very useful. Huge TV, which I'm going to watch football tonight. Let's check out this closet right here first. This is a great size closet. We have some hangers. There's a hairdryer, a safe, and of course an ironing board. Plenty of storage up here as well. And the bathroom is special. Lovely sink. And look at this tub. I'm gonna have a bath tonight. I'm so excited. We have great products here. Plenty of towels, the shower, and that is a great bathroom. Everything that you need. This room is a great size. I'm gonna enjoy this room tonight because, like I said, I don't usually get to stay in places this nice. So thank you so much for your support so I can do this. Thank you. Oh, I walked so much today. Time is currently 5:30, so I'm gonna relax and take a nice hot bath. That bath was so nice. I was in there for like 1 hour. So this hotel is in a great location. It is within walking distance of Olympia, the exhibition center, Earl's Court. There's a number 9 bus stop right outside that will take you to the Royal Albert Hall, Kensington Palace, Hyde Park, Buckingham Palace, Big Ben. I wish I could stay in hotels like this all the time. If you're lucky enough to stay in hotels like this whenever you travel, you are very lucky, because most people do not get the chance. So I'm so happy that I can do this. I'm so happy that I can share it with you. So football's about to start. I'm going to relax. I'm going to stay the night and get the full experience. I'm going to let you know what one night at the Hilton London Olympia is like. Tomorrow morning, I'll tell you my review and then the price. Today was a great day. Good night. Good morning. That was my one night at the Hilton London Olympia. So my review is that is an amazing room. The bed is so comfortable. I love having a hot, warm bath after walking around London all day. So the price for one night, I paid £148, which is around 193 US dollars for one night, which for London prices is very, very, very good. The location is very, very good. There's so many attractions around here. The transport runs right through this road. This is Kensington High Street, so a very, very main road. So the location is great. So next time you're in London, consider staying at the Hilton London Olympia. Thank you so much to Room Cougar for helping me stay here so I can show you so many hotel options around London. Thank you so much for watching another video from the greatest city in the world. Hit the like if you enjoyed it. Hit subscribe to support me. Thank you so much, channel members. Click the join button below this video to become a channel member. I'm going to immediately start filming the next video, so if you want to see more of London, then stick around. See you next time. Goodbye.